beautiful humans. Today, this perfect day, right here in Texas is where I am. And as you can see, I've got gorgeous, new, fresh hair because this is hair by Haley Day.
Haley.
And so today, she is going to talk to us about some styling.
Yes.
What's in, what's out, and maybe even a couple of products that she likes to use and some technique.
Yes. Okay. So to start off with the blow dry, we've already blow dried. Everything is good. So the key to getting this signature Julia volume is whenever you blow dry, you want to blow dry the opposite direction of where it's going to lay. So you can blow dry the hair so it's kind of sitting up rather than blow drying it down where it's flat. Because if we know Julia, we know you don't have flat hair. So anyways, we'll go and I will get started on some product. So first things first, you want to start with the heat protectant. Any heat protectant is great as long as you're protecting your hair. That's the key, just protect your hair. So my favorite one is this one. This is by Moroccan Oil. It's called Perfect Defense. It has a little bit of a hold to it while also protecting up to 450 degrees. So with as much hair as Julia has, we like to take sections. We'll start at the top and work our way down. Take a section and get the underneath. So you're not just protecting the top, you're protecting all of it.
All of it.
Okay. 1-inch curling iron. This is the Babyless Pro. I have one that I love that's on Amazon. I'll send you the link for that.
I can put it in the description.
Yes. So this is a shorter barrel. So the one that I have on Amazon is a longer barrel, which is nice for longer hair. So we're going to take sections. Whenever you're doing it at home, you can clip it up. I'm just going to take smaller sections. I'll turn you a little bit. Okay. Here we go. We're going to take a 1-inch section. You're going to want to take a 1-inch section because the goal of this style is more of like a beach wave, a voluminous beach wave. So, but a more modernized beach wave because we're kind of steering away from too straight of ends. So, starting off, you want to clamp and you can pull through just to flatten all the flyaways. And then you'll come in and you'll rotate halfway. With a longer barrel, you can probably do more, but since it's shorter barrel, we'll stick with the halfway mark. And then you want to unwind, tap the clamp out, and just follow that hair, leaving probably an inch, and then pull straight through. The reason why I'm pulling straight through is to help flatten the ends, so you don't have just like a kink at the end wherever it's wanting to go. So this does take practice to figure out how to wrap the curling iron, how to wrap the hair and all that, but once you get it, it's the easiest curl and it stays for a long time. So we'll just wrap and unwrap. I'm just barely tapping the clamp, unwrapping, tapping the clamp down, leaving that 1 inch out and pulling straight. And I sometimes tug on it so we're not getting too curly, so it cools in the wave, not the curl.
So this is when a lot of y'all tell me, oh my gosh, I love your hair. And I'm like, yeah, that was a Haley hair day.
Yes.
Or Haley hair several days ago.
Uh-huh.
I try to make it last as long as possible.
Yes.
So the technique is the key, and she has got the magic touch.
It's like I do this for a living.
It's like...
So just working our way around, and I do alternate directions until I get to the front of the ear. So whenever you get to the front of your ear, you want to go away from the face.
Awesome. Okay, so tell them like you were telling me earlier about like what's going out, what's coming in, so that all the inquiring minds that want to know.
So the reason I said not to leave too much of a straight end out is because the straight ends of a curl are kind of going out. A lot of like bouncy 90s style is coming in. So just really like the effortless blowout is what's really coming in. But a lot of people are still curling their hair like this. But just not as straight. on the ends.
Gotcha.
What's coming in, like I said, 90s blowout, just big beach curls, not like a, what am I trying to say? Just more effortless looks. Polished and effortless. That's the key. All right. So just winding up and then pulling through. If you feel like you've gotten a little straight on the ends, just kind of pull it straight again, but you can kind of adjust how far down you want it. And if you love the straight ends all the way down, you do it. There's no rules in hair.
Yes, because I am still, I like all the Texas big hair, which she's going to show y'all how to tease and stuff at the end. But, so she can only take me so far before my own preference takes over.
Yes, we can make it big, but sometimes more is more always. I don't know. I like the big hair. Maybe our big hair is too big for some, but not for us.
Not for us.
No.
So y'all can kind of see
how it's cooling. You don't want to brush it out.
Right.
You want to just let it cool in that
shape or
in
whatever.
The shape, yes.
So these are the tips we want to know, because when we're at home doing it ourselves and we don't have a Haley with us, we're like, well, we can't get it to make look the same.
Yes.
So this is what we want to remember, the steps.
Most of my clients always want to replicate what I do when they leave. So I try to kind of simplify it as much as I can to help. Product is the best thing you can do, is find good products. We did a good, Julia's texture is a little bit frizzier. So especially in the Louisiana humidity. So I used a smoothing. What did I use? Moroccan oil.
Yeah, that's right.
Smoothing, hydrating, styling cream. And that has helped kind of just tame everything down. And then, of course, smoothing everything out with an iron. That's always going to make everything better. So we're coming to the back. Again, taking just 1-inch sections. Because if you want it to hold, you want to take smaller sections. If you do want a little bit of a looser situation, I would suggest taking a little bit, maybe 1.25 inch section, 1.5 inch section. It's not always the size of the iron that matters. It's about your sectioning and how you're wrapping your iron.
Oh, so that's important to know. So if you have one curling iron, she's not saying we all need to go have 3 or 4 choices of curling iron, which that's awesome.
Yes, so you can create a similar style with different size irons. It's just personal preference. I like doing this style, the same technique that I'm doing, so alternating directions, wrapping the 1-inch section halfway, and then unwrapping just like this. And I'll use a let's say a 1 1/4 inch iron, and it'll just give a little bit looser of a bounce, but it holds great because the technique, you're allowing the curl to cool. So you can use all different types. And maybe in the future, we can do a more blowout, bouncy style with an iron.
Ooh, that's good.
Instead of having to use a blow dryer, because I don't have time to blow dry my hair. And in the Texas heat, I don't really want to blow dry my hair like you have to with a nice bouncy blowout.
Right. And in Louisiana, where I live, we don't have dry bar. And places like that where I used to go in Texas, if Haley was booked and I could just get a quick fix, and it would last several days. So I don't have that option in my beautiful, lush Louisiana life. So these are the things we got to know.
Yes.
If you happen to live in small town America all across our gorgeous country.
Yes.
And of course, dry shampoo is another thing that prolongs the life of everything.
Yes.
And that's one of the things she was just telling me is this is the new brand that she loves the most. Did you say Divi?
Divi, yes.
And
a lot of people may know it from a influencer on Instagram. Her name's Danny Austin. She created this when she went through some hair loss and her hair loss journey. And so the ingredients are great. It's backed by stylists, backed by chemists, all the things. So it's a great option for anyone that may have fine hair, even thick hair, just great ingredients overall. Oh, there's Mr. Danny.
Oh, there's Danny and the Pink Princess.
Yes.
So we're going to put the link to this below.
Yes.
And then we're also going to put Haley's Instagram.
Yes.
Because that way you can follow her, and she's so good about putting out there what she does love, or if she's found new stuff that she loves, that's more better, then she'll tell us that. So I love that. Because there was something, tell them about the wow. So we can put a little picture up of this to show y'all.
Yes.
Because I have naturally curly hair, y'all, which is where the frizz comes from.
Yes.
And so this product, tell them how awesome it is.
So the Color Wow Dream Coat is a really great product for anyone that maybe wants to prolong their style and help protect it, and also help tame frizz or flyaways. It's a great product. All you have to do is spray it in your hair after you wash. Once every 3 to 4 washes, it will last you. Wow. So I spray that in Julia's hair, or she'll spray it at home, and you just want to blow dry it in. That's the key, is blow drying your hair, making it, because it's heat activated. And so then it'll help tame the frizz and help prolong your style for 3 to 4 washes. Or you can use it every wash, depending on what you're looking for.
Like me.
Yes.
Just touch the mouse pad.
Okay, cool.
What was I going to say about the...
This is a great little view, too.
Okay,
good. Since we're up close and personal here, I'm going to show you how I do it up close. Okay. We're gonna wrap, and I'm going alternating directions here. So here we are, we're wrapped up. This is a 1-inch section on a 1-inch curling iron. And we're gonna unwrap, and then we're gonna pull down, barely tapping this clamp, holding, and then releasing, and pulling through. Letting it cool. If you want it to be a little looser, you can pull the curl. We're gonna leave hers a little bouncier. Okay. We'll do another 1-inch section. Now we're gonna alternate the direction, winding up, barely tapping to release, and we're pulling out, tapping, releasing, and pulling. And there's the bounce. All right.
I feel it even.
Yes.
Is it still lit up?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I remember. On the Super Wow thing.
Yes.
Tell them about how you can use more of it than like for other products, so that if they have frizzy hair like mine, they might need more like I do.
So with the Color Wow treatment, it's more of an at-home treatment, it's not a stylish treatment. So what you want to do is use kind of an excess of it. If you think you're using too much, you're not using enough kind of thing. So in that case, oversaturating your hair, brushing it through, and then heat styling it. So using a blow dryer and really working it in a downward motion to smooth the hair out. That's the key. Okay. Still going opposite directions, 1-inch sections.
And this will work even if they have thick hair.
Yes, this is a great style for any style of hair. Long, short, you just have to kind of alter the way that you're winding it up. And obviously you can't keep going if you have long hair or short hair.
Right.
And when you see me touching the iron, it's to see if it's getting hot. You don't really have to. That's kind of a personal preference. Me as a stylist, just making sure the hair is heating up.
So, like, speaking of that, is this a professional styling tool? Like, how hot, when you mentioned 450 degree?
Yes, so I would suggest probably 350 for at home if you're using this style, because you don't want it to not be hot because it's a quick style. So you want it to kind of heat up a little faster so you can wind it up, release it, and then repeat down the hair shaft. So I have mine set. You can't really read it because I have no more. She's been with us a long time here. But yeah, this is a babyless professional iron. They do offer it online at Ulta, Target, I'm sure. I think Target has it. For sure, Ulta and Amazon. Or your local stylist can always get it for you.
And what's your favorite, like if they wanted a root lifter, or
yes,
what's the current fave?
So Color Wow is actually really great. They have a root lifter. It's called Raise the Root. And so you just spray it right at the root and you blow dry it in. And you can also partner that with the Color Wow treatment. It doesn't have to be a standalone treatment.
Okay.
So you can use it with any of their products. Another dry product that I like is, let me get it for you. So there's that. I'm gonna walk around.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so see, progress.
Yes. So
and then you're gonna see the magic that she's about to make happen.
Yes. So whenever you see the hair, it's pretty tight curls. And this is not the vibe that we want. We want some movement, but not that much. But this is my favorite little product right now for dry. It's called Design Me, and it's the Puff Me, and it's the light volumizing powder. So it's a lighter version of their original powder. So it doesn't get too heavy and sticky, because a lot of these type of products can get sticky. So before we brush out, I'm just gonna apply it to her root before we tease. So you just take it, puff it up, and it just puffs right at the root.
Did y'all
and
see
you can
that?
see the lift that it gives.
That's so crazy.
Yes.
And tell me about that other thing that you have me buy when I need to have maybe some color at my roots, but it's not time, and it like kind of thickens at the roots too.
Yes, that is the Topics.
Yes.
It has little baby fibers in it, so if you do struggle with more fine hair at the scalp where you can see your scalp, or you want to cover some grays, you just want to have a little lift, Topics is a great option. It has little baby fibers, so it helps connect to the hair. It you do want to be careful if you have dark hair, because if you do throw your fingers in it, you can get a little. But a trick to that is to hairspray. So you hairspray it, and it kind of will help set it, like a setting spray in a way.
So that, we'll put a link to that too, because it actually comes in different shades.
Yes.
So whatever your hair color is at the root, you can have that as your helper.
And if you're doing a special occasion and you want your hair to be big all over to the ends, this is a great option too. You can kind of like take it on each piece and do that, and then tease it up a little bit, and it'll just help kind of fluff it up and keep it fluffed up.
Okay, see, I'm even learning new stuff now.
So just put that all over.
Okay.
And then we'll take a little bit of an oil. My favorite oil right now, K18 molecular oil. It's great for repairing. If you have some damage on your hair, if your hair's healthy, I take about 3 drops. Okay.
And is that and the Topic and the whatever that fun powder we just did, all Amazon, or?
We can do Amazon. We can do K18 is at Sephora. I know that. I'm not sure if it's at Ulta.
Okay. And we'll link all of that for y'all.
Yes, but if you have extensions, if you have your long hair, you want to make sure that you're able to use an oil.
Okay. Gotcha.
You want to take your oil and rub it in your hands. K18 is a great one because it's more of a dry consistency, so it's not going to weigh your hair down.
Really important if you have fine hair like me.
Yes, and if you have long hair, if you have extensions, you want to make sure you're using an oil because your hair at the root is getting the nutrients that your natural oils, but you're not getting it all the way at the ends. So now we're going to brush our hair out. I'm using just a regular wet brush style brush, and see how it just fluffs up so much better than the other side.
Yes. So it is still kind of mermaid hair, which I love.
Yes.
But then you're going to see what she does. For those of you that are always like, tell me, I need you to show me how you do your hair. You're about to see what happens when Haley does the magical teasing.
So people can stop at this point, and it's going to look great. We're not stopping.
No. Has this been helpful, y'all? Isn't this so fun to see? Like, it's really the behind the scenes of the life.
This is the brush you want. Something similar, doesn't have to be this exact, but a fine tooth tail comb.
Super fine tooth.
Yes.
Tooth.
Because you want to be able to grab as much hair as you can and pull down for your tease. But here's the magic. With that texturizing powder, we don't really have to tease as much because it's going to really hold on to it. But to tease, you take here and you just work your way down. And then it sits like a little pillow.
Isn't that so fun, y'all?
And then you can take your actual hair, your lower portion, and tease upward to create a pillow. That's essentially what a tease is just kind of helping fluff the hair up. It's gonna look crazy for a minute. And then we'll get around.
But we're here for it because we keep it real around here, and we know inquiring minds want to know. So.
Yes. So taking our section does not have to be precise, and you just go to town, rake in it. That's what my mom says. Rake the hair. Any 80s queens out there.
And her mama is a gorgeous blonde who knows how to tease her some hair too.
Yes. All my clients thank my mom for my teasing knowledge. Her raking knowledge. I can tell you a really funny story.
Yes.
My mom has a comb that she has had for years and years. It has survived a house fire. And she will have that comb in her grave. She has already requested it from me. I'm like, okay, great, Mom. But it is a little purple comb, and she's had it for years.
That's so funny.
It's lasted a house fire and all.
Because, y'all, we got to have our beauty tools, right?
Yes.
So whether it's our skin, our nails, our hair, we got to have the right tools.
Yes.
And that's where the professionals come in handy.
Yes.
I don't even try. If I'm in question, I give Haley a text. I'm
yes.
Like, hey, what about this? And usually she's like, no.
Yes. Let's find something else.
Yes. Let me stand by for me to send you a text.
Yes.
But you got to have those people that you can ask the question, and they'll be real.
Yes.
Because one of the things about having a great hair girl is she knows my hair. She knows my texture. When I had a lot of life happening, she was like, Jules, it's affecting your hair. We got to beef up the way we're caring for it. Mm-hmm. And so we had to do some different stuff in that season. And so it really helps to have somebody that knows what they're doing and who you go to regularly so that they can tell, every time she's like, okay, your hair's doing good, or okay, we need to add some more oil this time, and you need to add that back into your regimen more. And
are you liking to part this way more?
Yeah, that's
okay. Cool.
That's the other thing she taught me is you can do a zigzaggy part like this, and it also helps to keep the volume.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's super fun.
Yes.
If you're a volume girl, if you're like, oh gosh, she has already lost me, I'm now only watching for entertainment because this is insane.
You're welcome.
It's okay. Whatever floats your boat. That's why we are a judgment-free zone on this channel. We just love everybody to each their own. But if you have been one of those asking, now you have literally the demo by the actual professional. She even has come with me to my mini events and made sure that I am stage ready, camera ready, video ready.
Yes.
And when she can't be with me, when Danny and I got married, she already was booked. And so she walked me through because I wanted to have the cute little barrette flowers and pull some of it up. And so she walked me through the whole thing, and so I could do it myself. It wasn't quite Haley, but it was as close as I could.
She's great. Anything to alter for you?
So, no.
Anything you want to add for at home? Because I know I'm professional, so I can kind of make it look easy.
I totally love it.
Yes.
And y'all, so for me, like really, it's all about the teasing, and then she'll spray, and we always spray a little under, like we lift and do a little under, and then she does some on top. And so, but we don't do a ton because I really do try to make it last several days.
Yes.
Because like, who has time to do this all the time, right?
So
like,
too much product can actually be too much. Like I know we love the more is more concept, especially with our serums.
Right.
But with hair products, especially if you have finer hair, you don't want to overwhelm it.
Oh, so this is another great. She had me using Kevin Murphy.
Kevin Murphy, yes.
But this is another great one that she's just had me start.
It's by Amika, and it's called Headstrong. It's their intense hold hairspray. So if you like a lot of hold but want to have that lightweight feel, this is a great option. Plus, it smells so good.
So good, because y'all know me how I love all the yummy smells. So don't be putting a hairspray on me that smells like hairspray.
No,
that is not gonna fly. No. So y'all can see,
and it's not overly sticky.
Mist. Right, it's not.
Sorry.
And it even comes in travel size too.
Yes.
So I have that for my travel bag when I'm on the road.
And there we go.
And there we go.
And you can always be a little more extra and do a shine spray.
Oh, because you know we're extra around here. Around these parts.
Yes. And there we go.
So.
The signature Julia hair. Ta-da!
Hair by Haley.
Hair by Haley.
We love it.
Yes.
So thank y'all so much for watching. We want to know, what else do you want to see? Like what she can do. An updo, she can do, like she said, a blowout. Like we'll do this at a different time. And if you have questions also, totally put them in the comments and I'll get the answer from her.
I'll try to type in when I can.
Exactly.
Yes.
And of course, as always, like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe. If you're watching and not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Yes, please. We're on the grow.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Yeah.